Hello, we are group number 19. This is Recedio. In today's day and age, few people keep track of their expenses. Impulse and lack of self-awareness leads to overspending. Overspending leads to debt and financial hardships. People do not know the source of their biggest expense. Financial planning is very important, but this is a challenging and a time-consuming task. Can machine learning and AI help people understand their expenses? Introducing Recedio. Here is a video demonstration of Recedio. As you can see, I have the dashboard open. I will go right over here and choose a picture of a receipt to upload. In this case, we're going to do the Dollarama receipt pictured here. I'm going to select the picture, upload it, and wait while it processes. As you can see, we see that the receipt was processed successfully. We press OK. And there you have it. All the items that were on the receipt appear on the dashboard. Since this is an example product, we can just get rid of it. As we can see, everything was correctly categorized. The date was correctly printed, so was the price. We can go over here and adjust the date. Update the chart, and there we have it. All of our purchases appear over here. We can do the same thing for the line chart. Update, and there we have it. Let's try one more time with a receipt from a clothing store. We'll do the same thing. Upload the receipt, and let the app take care of the rest. You see over here, receipt was processed successfully. We press OK. And there we have it. Everything else has been also added.
As was seen in the demonstration, the process is super easy. Just scan your receipt, wait for the items to be classified, and enjoy the results in the dashboard. We designed a multi-step pipeline for receipt item recognition, classification, and representation. First, an image of a receipt is passed through the Microsoft Azure, a form recognizer, optical character recognition software. Items, prices, and the date are saved to a CSV file. Then, receipt items are embedded before being passed into a 3-layer multi-layer perceptron with layer norms and dropouts, trained for multi-class classification. The data is then converted to a JSON file for representation in the dashboard.
Now we're going to describe the data collection and model training. Training data was collected from two sources. First, we use a web scraper to collect images of real-world receipts. Second, we use deep research to generate realistic-looking label receipt items to augment the data. After data was collected, we hand-labeled the real receipt items as a member of one of the classes. We then clean the data, removing duplicates and setting alt text to lowercase. We decide to use a 60-20-20 ratio to split the training, validation, and text sets. We then embedded the text using BAI and encoded the classes to integers, with the goal of predicting the labels. The text was then passed into the MLP and trained over 30 epochs. We're using the item optimizer, GLU activation, dropout, and cross entropy loss to train the model. The number and size of layers and activation were all tuned, in addition to the regular hyperparameters.
As it is shown in the confusion matrix, the model can predict most of the labels well with an overall accuracy of 82%. Although there are some misclassifications, the precision of most of the classes are high, except for entertainment and alcohol, which is acceptable.
Much like how we achieve good quantitative results, we are pleased with the qualitative performance of the model. Here we describe key patterns in what the model learned by category. All categories were able to classify items which were clearly within their scope, which we call basics. For the food category, the model also learned adjectives which describe food, such as seasonal, and unfortunately cleaning items like Lysol. The transport class learned to accurately predict vehicles and parts, fares, and oil and gas. Clothing was additionally fairly strong at recognizing well-known brands such as Canada Goose. The alcohol and entertainment category effectively picked up toys and words describing alcohol. It also learned exciting words, which may imply happiness or celebrations. The home and appliances category classifies objects such as a keyboard. Much like patterns in the training set, it also learned to detect heavy use of punctuation and codes in receipt items. While the model managed to learn accurate qualitative properties of the training data, there are still some gaps in the performance. First, brand names are challenging to categorize. Head & Shoulders, for instance, was miscategorized as food, as it had limited support in the training data. Words may also have multiple meanings, such as oil. Our model near universally categorized oil as transport, meaning food products such as avocado oil were sometimes misclassified. Shortened and concatenated words also yielded performance challenges, as messy data was either classified as other or home and appliances. Non-English words are also challenging, as they may not have been included in the transfer model's training. This unfortunately may propagate biases, as cross-language classification accuracy is unequal.
We employed a few technical tricks to improve the performance of the model, which may be useful for people developing similar tech. We tried 4 different LLMs before settling on Bai, which did the best job handling spelling errors. We also explored activation functions, choosing Jello as it had the best validation accuracy. AI models such as OpenAI's Deep Research can be used for textual data augmentation. However, any labels generated by the model must be verified for correctness and consistency. This allowed us to train with more balanced dataset, as public data on Kaggle was even more unbalanced toward the food class. Web scraping was also useful in improving the diversity of real-world data for training. However, duplicate receipts are common, so planning how to clean data is important. We both dropped duplicates in Excel during labeling and when combining data frames.
Thank you for watching. The floor is open for questions.